Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this week's Spartan Show. On this week's show, Sam Alley and Austyn Rybicki stopped by to give us information about the upcoming MAC May Day events. Head football coach Nate Jensen talks to us about spring football off-season training, and softball players Perez and Alexis Mokos join us to give an update on the softball season. Stay tuned.
Head football coach Nate Jensen now joins us on set. Coach, can you start by just giving us a little update on how the off-season is going for the football squad?
Yeah, so we're in our second week of spring practice now, and we're working on a lot of the fundamentals here. Installing the base offense, defense, and special teams. We have a young group out there, so getting back to some of the basics and trying to create those relationships with wide receivers and quarterbacks, and getting the defense working together is kind of been our goal so far.
Sure. And so you mentioned the basics and the fundamentals, but are there anything that you and the coaching staff are really harping in on in this offseason to get better at next year?
It's really growing up. I mean, honestly, in that maturity with our guys, because there are so many young guys out there. Our first recruiting class is now juniors, and we have a small group of seniors. They're good leaders as a senior group, but there's not a lot of them. So we've graduated almost 40 guys in 2 years here. So we have a lot of guys that with this recruiting class that are going to be juniors here that need to kind of step up into those leadership roles also.
Sure. And so from a coaching standpoint, is there anything you and your staff are maybe most looking forward to next year?
Let's just get on the field, put some pads on, let's go. Spring practice for us, we're not allowed to wear pads, can't put helmets and shoulder pads on, but we can use hand shields and footballs and all that type of stuff, so it gives us an opportunity to install and really, slow things down, because when we start preseason camp, we go pretty quickly because we have such a limited amount of time, but we get 16 practices where we can really focus in on those fine details that we really need to.
Right. Well, thanks for joining us today, Coach, and best of luck with the rest of the
Appreciate
offseason.
it.
The Spartan Show MVP this week is freshman softball pitcher Perez. On Saturday, Perez took care of the Hanover Panthers in Game 2 by pitching an exciting no-hitter. Perez twirled and spun the gem of a lifetime in the circle, not allowing a single Hanover College hit or free pass. Haley becomes the first pitcher in program since 2013 to achieve this feat. Congratulations, Haley.
Student Involvement Director Sam Alley and Austyn Rybicki now join us from the Manchester Activities Council. Sam, you are in a new role at Manchester. Can you tell us about the role and what it entails?
Sure. So I'm the Director of Student Involvement and Leadership Development here. So I oversee all of the clubs and organizations on campus, the intramural program, as well as our leadership program that we have.
Okay. And can you tell our viewers what events the Activities Council is putting on this year for May Day weekend?
Absolutely. So we have our typical May Day events that Manchester Activities Council usually puts on, starting with our bonfire on Thursday, which will then lead into Friday, where we have our trike race, and then that night we have air band, followed by our big festivity, which is our May Day mud volleyball, which is on Saturday morning, along with other activities that are going around campus. On Friday, we have the MSO Spring Fling String, something that's going on like that. We also have the Nearly Naked Nearly Mile, which is also on Friday. And then leading into Sunday, we have the Burger Cook-Off and something else.
My experience at Manchester.
My experience at Manchester. So a bunch of activities that are going on, a great weekend full of fun activities that are welcomed for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
It really sounds like there's a lot going on. How can students sign up or get involved in these events?
So signups have semi-concluded for a few of the events, but we are still open to have people join. So one of the easiest ways to join one of the teams is email myself, Austyn Rybicki, or Samantha Alley, and that's just simple as that, or come down to the Student Activity Center. We can help you out from there. Along with May Day signups for mud volleyball will be this Wednesday at 6 p.m. in the SAC.
Okay. Sam, an alum, and Austyn, a current student, what is your favorite event of the May Day activities and why?
So my favorite's mud volleyball. It's just one of those things that brings everybody on campus together, whether you're an athlete or not, whether you're in the same major or not. It's a great adventurous time that brings a bunch of people together. And it's just a fun atmosphere that everybody's around, playing in the mud, having a great time playing volleyball, and it kind of has that competitive edge along with typically great sunshine.
Mm-hmm. I agree with Austyn. Mud volleyball was always my favorite activity here, just because you got to hang out outside all day, and I typically helped plan that event, so it's just fun to kind of see everything come to an end as well, because that's a long weekend for everyone, so it's just a good time to be around your friends.
Thank you for joining us, and just a reminder to our viewers that May Day weekend will take place Thursday, May 3rd, and will continue through Saturday, May 5th.
Head coach Josh Zurich got a birthday gift from his Spartan softball team on Saturday. Pitcher Haley Perez and second baseman Lauren Ladwig broke records. Perez pitched the game of a lifetime in the circle, not allowing a single Hanover College hit during the contest. After Sydney Thompson walked with one out in the first, Ladwig blasted her 16th homer of the year for a new HCAC single-season record. The Spartan baseball team had its senior weekend on Saturday and Sunday with a 3-game outing. Coach Rick Espeset's side produced its 6th double-digit run outing in Game 2 with the aid of a 6-run, 6-inning out rally. Joe Gallatin made sure it would be an afternoon for the class of 2018 to remember, hitting a 2-run home run. The Spartans took Game 2 10-3. Braden Eck did not give up a hit and struck out 5 to keep the Lions' offense at bay. While Eck was rolling through the Lions' order, the Spartans' offense posted single runs in the 5th and 6th to claim a nail-biting 5-4 win. The Spartans rounded out the weekend on Sunday after a tough loss to Wabash College with a score of 10-9 in 10 innings. The Spartans saw a 7-1 deficit after 4 innings, but were able to bounce back and tie the score at 8 after the 8th to force the extra inning.
Softball players Haley Perez and Alexis Mokos now join us. Haley, let's start with you. On Saturday in the second game against Hanover, you pitched a no-hitter. What does that amazing performance mean to you as a Spartan athlete?
For me, it was really exciting to see how my work in the off seasons paid off, and getting the win for my team was really important. Seeing how excited my team was and my coach was for that big win was really important to me.
All right, and now both of you are first years here at Manchester, so how has your first season as a collegiate athlete gone for you so far, and what has been the biggest changes from high school softball?
So far, the season has been it's been going pretty well. We've gotten some big wins, even though we've taken some hard losses, but we've come back from them, and it's really just more competitive than high school, and our whole practice dynamic's a little different, but it's really nice, actually.
And for you?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing from high school to here is definitely more you're on your own. So you have to make sure that you practice on your own, you got to get your swings in, your reps in, and it's not... if you have an off day, it's not so much your off day. You have to still put in your work that you can in order to help improve the team as a whole.
Okay. And with the season getting closer to the end, your team's currently ranked 5th in the conference, so what does your team need to do in order to get into the postseason?
We really just need to buckle down and get these next 4 wins. They're very big wins for us to get into the conference, so us working hard in practice and getting these next 4 wins is really important.
Yeah, I think definitely working hard is something we need to do, but I think also we need to just keep focus on the game that we're playing at that moment. We can't look too far ahead, but we have to stay in the moment of each play, each game, each inning, each at-bat. We have to just stay in the moment as much as we can. If there's an error, we just have to move on and keep on going, but I think we have definitely improved on that, so I think we'll definitely be strong.
All right. Well, thank you for being with us, and good luck on the rest of the season.
Thank you.
That's all the time we have on this week's edition of the Spartan Show. We'd like to thank our guests for joining us. Stay up to date with all Manchester University's scores, news, and stats by visiting muspartans.com and on Twitter at muspartans. Thanks for joining us, and go Spartans.
Thanks for watching our video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. To watch our latest video, click the box here. To subscribe to our channel, click this circle.